Greetings and salutations, one and all. Welcome to another exciting week of Siege of the Empire. I've gotten all my jumping jacks and throat punches out of the way so that we can be super excited for what we're doing today. It is episode 21. I'm going to try and start saying that at the beginning of everything, even though, it's labeled on YouTube and stuff. But, if you're watching this on Twitch where I don't label the number of episode, this is episode 21. Congratulations. I hope everyone has had a wonderful couple of days since I've streamed last. This week has been fairly busy for me, so that's why you're just seeing me now. It's a shame. I'm going to go ahead and unmute Discord. We're going to see how the rest of our crew has been. The good news is our 6th player appears to have fixed their internet, and they'll be attending today, so hooray. It does look like we're still waiting for a couple people to jump in, but we'll see how everybody else's week was.
Seriously, I just walked to the bathroom and somebody was fully naked.
All right, that's a great thing to start off with.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Master.
What are the others?
That was literally the first thing that everybody heard.
Yeah, massive dick. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, good for them. Yeah,
good for them.
Question mark.
And I suppose that when you have it that big, you just kind of don't care.
Well, is Megan here yet? Okay, good. I won't feel too bad since I assume that almost none of my audience is female ever.
Ever.
You called it offensive, but you loved it.
When you are an individual who has a large male genitalia, like abnormally so, it's actually a really bad thing because
super bad.
Yeah, don't fit.
Right, yeah. There are probably, a very small percentage of women or men, I think, that would enjoy that feature, at least to a certain degree. Like, there's a limitation, right? There's a line that you don't cross. There's a line
of diminishing returns.
Right, yeah, yeah, there's the line you don't cross where you either have to do porn or you'll never get laid because nobody will ever want to sleep with you. Man,
or you just can't go bad. You can't just go full in.
Man or woman, I think, would probably feel unfortunate about that. But I don't know.
Man less, woman more.
Did you guys ever have those situations where you'd be over at a party and somebody's like, this was like when you were in elementary or elementary school, and somebody's like, dude, John got porn up on the computer. What? Let's go take a look. And so you'd all crowd around. You had these weird moments.
No. Newgrounds in middle school.
I mean, Newgrounds.
Newgrounds.
Everybody has a boner, and it's just really strange, and you don't know.
No, because I didn't have friends and didn't go out to parties.
I mean, that sounds like a personal problem, but no, that is a thing that occurs.
It was.
Jackson, I got your back here.
I can concur.
I can confirm.
It's an amazing moment to show up.
Yeah, hi. We were talking about. You ever been in that awkward scene with your friends when you're watching a porno together, just because it was like a good porno where the girl's really hot or the guy's really hot or whatever?
Nope.
Now that happened in middle school, but not elementary school.
Well, this is I remember very specifically. I went to my friend's house, and I'm not shitting you. This is actually what happened.
Go on.
He went into his mom's room, and his mom was asleep, but she had a porn on. And he asked her what channel it was on. She told him, and we all watched the porn in the living room.
That sounds like a personal issue.
Sounds great.
It's one of those weird moments where like you all are kind of thinking, why are we watching this together? But you don't want to be the weird one that goes, I don't want to watch porn with you guys.
Yeah, you don't want to be the outcast that's not into it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Jackson, I got your back on this one, buddy. That has happened to me. Not in that.
That's happened to every guy in existence.
I mean,
not in that specific circumstance, but yes, no, there have definitely been moments very, very similar to that in my lifetime.
Have had the question asked. I need a good porn site. Anyone know any? An immediate reaction was me to spout out about 4 names, and they're like, "I've never heard those," and I'm like, I feel bad now.
Yeah, no, that seems legit. Anyway, that's an awkward topic. Let's get off of it. Dalton, how has your week been? Tell us all about it.
Well, it's been pretty good. I've had a lot of D&D, actually.
Sounds
as
like a
of
good
late.
thing.
I had it Thursday, Friday. Didn't have it Saturday. Had it Sunday. Had it Monday. Had it Wednesday. Had it Thursday. Have it today. A lot of D&D. I know. I mean, Monday was only 2 hours, 2.5 hours, so it wasn't a huge session or normal session. It was a session
But that's
zero,
a lot
pretty much.
of D&D.
It's still a
That's
lot.
a lot of D&D.
Yep, it's a lot of D&D.
Not enough.
Right? I know it's a struggle. I need to plan one on Tuesday now, so I could just have my whole week lined up, and I'll never go outside.
Sounds
But I
good.
already do that anyways. So
I mean, that sounds great.
have pizza now, so that's good.
That is good. That is
And-
a joyous occasion then.
Yep, 2 pizzas. So I know I can't run out at least before I have to go into work. So that's good. And oh, the whole mouse guard thing got me thinking of doing a Red Wall campaign for something because I could. Because I loved Red Wall. Because who doesn't?
Red Wall's pretty good.
Lord Brocktree, gotta love him. It's good stuff. But yeah, that's my story. Got the idea of maybe doing Critters D&D.
I mean, so if you don't know anything about the mouse guard system, it is distinctly not Critters D&D.
Yeah,
It's
I know,
essentially-
but I still wanted to do like 5e equivalent to Red Wall because Mouse Guard, like all there is mouses, whereas Red Wall there's other critters involved.
It's true. It's very true.
So
Well, that's good. That sounds like a whole lot of fun.
yeah, I thought it was a cool idea because who doesn't want to play as forest critters?
I mean, I like forest critters. That is the thing that is good, I guess.
You guess.
Uh-huh.
All right then. Well, that's my spiel. Let's hear others, so I don't feel awkward now.
Jackson, how's your week been?
It's been good. It's been good. Just walked in on a naked dude.
Yeah, we heard about that's what sparked the previous conversation. So,
Yeah,
what else
Liam,
have you
what-
been doing all week?
I've been doing finals. I've been staying up till like 8 o'clock studying, going to get sleep for an hour, then taking my final at 10, then sleeping a lot, and then I'm going to die. I hate you, everyone. Why is nobody else dying? Please, God, kill me now. And then I'm here.
Okay. That seems great.
Seems about right for finals.
Death.
No, that seems like a legitimate thing. And sounds fantastic.
I need this.
Yeah.
Well, luckily we're here. We're here for you, Jackson. Will,
I don't think you cared.
tell us
Hello.
all about everything that's going on with you.
Well, this week has just evaporated. It feels like it was only last Friday, 2 days ago. That's how kind of
Lucky fucking you.
I mean, yeah, I usually consider that a good thing unless you had like a lot of things going on.
Yeah, it was kind of just constant work, and so just nothing has kind of retained in my memory, which is both good and bad, I suppose.
Forgetting your weeks early.
Indeed.
Mm.
Indeed. Brian, how has your week been?
So before I start, how about that Gatorade cap thing?
It's pretty
cool.
good. Yep, it's a game changer, as it says.
Game
Hey,
changer.
Jackson, what you eating today?
Sweet ropes.
That's fantastic. Yeah, we can hear all of it.
Mhm.
Just be glad you can hear it.
Okay. So, Brian, let's continue.
My week has been, pretty okay. Not too terrible or anything. I just finished making like a whole shit ton of food, or helping make a whole shit ton of food, and I don't get to eat any of it, which is really depressing.
That's why.
It's really good food. It's like baracas and
No.
like
No,
this
I
really.
said why, not what.
Yeah. What it is what makes it so sad. It's all so good.
No. Like, why don't you get to eat it?
Oh, because it's not for me. It's for, like, my uncle and a party, and yeah. I'm not going because I have D&D. Way more important.
I see.
I just want some of the food.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can associate with that, certainly. There have been times that I've skipped out on food because of D&D.
Yeah, it's sad. It's always a sad day.
Oh, look, Megan's back.
Oh,
here.
hi.
Well, it's perfect timing, because Megan, tell us how your week has been and what you've been doing with it.
Hi. Sorry, I'm late. Some parent-teacher conferences went forever.
God, you're still doing those? It feels like you've been doing those for like 5 weeks now.
Well, it was last Friday and this Friday, so it's only actually been 2 days, but sure, yeah.
Okay, so it feels like you've been talking about them for at least 5 weeks now.
She's been dreading them for like 3 years now.
Yeah, literally, pretty much. My week was fine. Not a whole lot to report. I'm trying to even think what happened this week. I had a parent show up today without shoes on. Sure, the parent-teacher
No
conference.
fun.
Well, this is very
So that
important.
was
This is very
confusing.
important, Megan. Tell us exactly what temperature it is outside at your place of residence currently.
It is 31 degrees outside currently.
Yeah, it's fucking
Perfect,
cold.
right?
Yep. mhm.
Yeah.
It's cold, isn't
I
it?
beat you. We were 21 degrees.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be even colder. That was at the time of like when this person was not wearing shoes.
Yeah.
Hey, we were 8 degrees here. Read that.
I don't know why this is a competition. This is all bad. All of these things
in
are bad.
Celsius, though? Wait, isn't that Celsius?
It is.
Isn't that
so it's
actually,
actually
like,
pretty
50
warm.
something?
Quick math. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Isn't that like
Be about
50 something?
Yeah, because it's 42 plus.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that was interesting. Her reasoning was she didn't want to get my classroom dirty because her shoes were dirty. To which I was like, okay, that's thoughtful and whatever. But
Well, now your
why
feet are dirty.
didn't you just not wear those shoes? Like that was
Or like,
my question.
there's
You
a
know?
mat that exists outside probably to
Right.
wipe your feet off with.
Right. And like the hallway
Whatever
was
was like
already
mud.
dirty. I'm like, whatever. It's fine. But whatever. Okay, if you want to come into parent teacher conferences without your shoes, it makes a whole lot of sense why your kid is the way he is. So yeah, gotcha.
Oh
Sounds
my!
good. But anyway.
Man, Megan is just
That's it.
brutal.
That seems legit. Most of the like I would say 90% of children problems are actually parent problems.
I'd say like 98%, but sure, if you want to be conservative.
I mean, there are actually like official disorders that could don't really have
One would argue those are genetic and actually from the parents
Sure,
anyway.
sure,
So,
that's a
I
good
mean,
point.
yeah, okay.
Again, I should totally try to find a way to get this VOD to your students.
Yeah, see, that's the also reason why we can never actually show my face ever, because I will be fired, just so we're clear. But that's fine.
It's true. It's true.
Totally understand that.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. I don't really have a
Yeah,
lot.
especially since we already know that she discriminates against disabled children. So
Right, I mean, that was strike number 1, and now I'm criticizing
That's one
parents,
shit.
so that's strike number 2, so I guess I'm out, but whatever.
Martha actually started a new school. Martha's Home for the Intolerant.
I would go to that school because that sounds like a hell of a lot of fun. That
I
sounds
feel
like
like
a good.
I feel like there'd be a wait list for that school.
I feel like that is
Yeah.
a great thing to put on your resume. Like, yeah, no, I went to the school for intolerance. I'm sorry, you did what? Yeah, no, the school for intolerance. I taught tolerance there. That was my subject matter.
Yeah, that seems
Because
good.
I mean, just because
that was
you
every
are,
class.
just because you were at the school for intolerance does not mean you don't need to learn about tolerance, right?
Learn about it and then forget about it.
Right? Yeah, it's yeah, exactly. It's like
Yeah.
I was gonna
Now
say
you
it's
gotta
like
get up and
math,
shit.
but we have a
Get
math
out.
teacher.
Yeah.
Get
Now, are you
out.
going to get up and shake my hand, or are you going to stay in your wheelchair? Huh, Crippy?
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
You guys are mean.
Liam, welcome back.
Indeed.
Yo.
So
It's been several years.
we missed you because you missed the first session after the long hiatus because your internet. Tell us all about. First, tell us if you are available to give up this information, what ISP we're talking about, so that we know who to boycott.
I mean, it's Bell. I'm not even sure if the US has them.
Yeah, I know, but still, we could at some point find ourselves in Canada and need to yell at somebody.
Boycotting.
Honestly, I switched to them because they were better than Rogers. But yeah, I mean, this is less their fault. It's apparently there was a fire in the basement. The sprinklers went off and just drenched the cable box.
Gotcha.
And they've been trying to fix it for the last couple of weeks.
Well,
Sounds like a problem
That's
between Comcast and Verizon. That's what it
Seems
sounds
reasonable, yeah.
well,
Why are your names so simple?
right, yeah, I was actually just going to comment on the fact that both of your names appear to be people, not actual, like, company names, which is interesting to me. But, you know,
That's
Because
just
it's
an
Canada.
American thing you do, yeah.
yeah, I guess. Like, in the US, I can think of one that is that way, which is Cox, right? Like, that's the only
I'm in the US. What are you talking about?
big cable provider that I know of that is, like, a name and not a, like, company name. You know what I mean?
Is that a southern
Cox?
thing? 'Cause
It is a northeast slash
never heard of it.
southeast
Yeah, neither have I.
company. I know it's in DC. This is the only reason I know that name.
Yeah, it could be
So
from that point downwards.
Mhm.
Because
Cox was big in where I was from.
yeah,
I bet it was.
I think it's in part of the Midwest as well. To be TBH.
In Arkansas?
Yeah, around the Arkansas area.
Stop! I will quit this game.
Bye. Because
Do what you
I
want.
will always I will always call it Arkansas. And, you know.
Why do you seek to hurt me?
Just wait, sir. We're not
What-
actually
what-
in game yet.
Playing your founding fathers.
Jesus. Jackson, are you also eating the microphone in addition to the ropes?
No, I explained this before. I am afraid I have to manually fix my mic.
Okay. Well, it sounds better
'Cause
now.
there's-
So
Should
Yeah.
put it on push to talk.
Yeah.
push to talk would be great for you. Actually,
Yay for push to
Mm,
talk.
If you could
doesn't
figure
really.
out- if you could figure out how to
Does-
push to talk, Jackson, that would
No,
be
it.
amazing.
No, I know how. I just don't like to. And also, that's not going to work in this situation.
I have some bad news about what the rest of us would like for you.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh man, that's good.
and
I
thus,
don't know where I stand now. God, my
It is-
fucking throat.
and thus,
It
Liam,
is-
we missed your sass.
Yeah, it is
Mm-hmm.
savage on Jackson today, apparently.
Yeah, apparently I don't have enough piled on me.
Yeah.
Nah.
Just saw a
Doesn't
dude
matter.
You
dick
don't.
getting
That's
shit
the
on
same.
by everybody else. Not a great day.
Wait, what?
Exactly. So, my week has been great. Thanks you all for asking. I know you guys ask every week, and I tell you every week, just like you did, because
Yeah.
you're so polite and you love me.
No, we
Um,
didn't ask that. Stop putting things in our mouths.
Never.
I have been doing quite a bit of. In fact, I'm kind of in the same boat as Will. The week kind of evaporated on me, and the next thing I knew, it was Friday, and I was like, huh, I guess I should, actually flesh out the next couple of
Yeah.
things that are about to happen. So that's what I spent most of the day doing today. Also, I'm kind of at that point with video games where, like, none of them, like, even the ones I haven't really finished, quote unquote, I'm just like, meh. I, like, will play for a few minutes and get bored, and then play another game for a few minutes and get bored.
I know, right?
So
No.
You are now my spirit animal.
I've been playing. I've actually been. The game I probably most played in this week is Rocket League, just because it's fucking mindless, and I can just play it without. Okay, I'm eating Jackson real quick. I can just mindlessly, like, kind of tune out, and the games are quick, and I don't have to. Really think all that hard. I did almost break some things today, though. Holy fuck, some teammates are real bad.
All they is.
There are a bunch of fuck nuggets. Just basically everyone that plays that game. That is not me. It's just a bunch of fuck nuggets.
Obviously.
But am I a bigger fuck nugget? Is what I'm asking.
I mean, we actually won games, so I would say you are less of a fuck nugget than most of the people that I was playing with today.
Hey, good stuff.
So.
That's a really gross insult. I don't know why. I don't
Fuck
like that.
nugget?
Don't say that again. I don't like it.
Well,
There's a lot worse ones.
Guys,
Me and my
there's a
siblings
new
too.
there's a new race of creatures that is taking over the Empire now, and they're called the fuck nuggets. That's
Let's burn them all.
that's what they're going to be called.
Is this how we invent the Exterminatus protocol? Or
Yes. Yes.
That's what Marilla's gonna do.
Fantastic. I'm going to move this. Hopefully it doesn't kill anybody. Awesome. I had to direct it towards my face because the microphone was not directed towards my face.
Real quick, am I alright?
For now.
Yeah, you sound great now. Also, we fixed Discord. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was.
For those of you that weren't here or I didn't tell what the fix was, so last week Discord was all fucked up. It wouldn't open, wouldn't close. I uninstalled it, wouldn't reinstall, kept saying there was an error, didn't say like it was previously installed or whatever. What did not exist on my computer anymore. I deleted everything, I'd gotten rid of it, but it wouldn't let me reinstall it, so I was like, well, this is fucking weird. Restarted my computer, the whole 9 yards. So we resolved, I used the web service, and it worked out okay. You guys were lower than normal, and I didn't really like that because, you know, for the VOD and stuff. However, on Saturday, which is my day off from my regular 9 to 5, 40-hour a week job that I do so I can pay the bills, so I can actually do this. It's my day off. I turn on my computer in the morning, and lo and behold, Discord, which is an automatic open on my computer, opens up, which was interesting because I had uninstalled it and it did not exist on my computer anymore. So I'm not sure how Discord opened up all by itself, but we tested it on Sunday, obviously, for Olympus, and it worked just fine, so hooray.
Sounds like you had 2 of them installed, which is real weird.
Something. So what I think it was a good app description was designed and was given to me was that Discord acts very much like a malware program, where it kind of like invades and messes with a bunch of things and is like extremely resilient to bullshit. And I think that just in this moment,
the way that certain programs can work is they kind of act like a tree or a plant,
right,
where they'll basically twist other code around themselves so that it's kind of harder to pull them out.
Yeah, like a vine growing up a chain link fence. So the good news is Discord fixed itself. The bad news is I don't think any of us are ever going to be able to uninstall Discord completely from our computers. So hooray us.
You have to use external programs. It's not
nuke it
I've
from
done it.
fucking orbit, and that's the only way
You
you
just
can
gotta get rid of the
Discord.
computer. Yep, that's pretty much it.
Discord's
how you
your
get rid of
motto.
it.
Once you have us, you can't get rid of us.
Yeah, that's the new motto. I should sell that to him. It'd be great. Fantastic. Let's remind everybody what the fuck was going on in this game, especially for those of us like Liam that weren't here. So last week, did you like that, Megan? Basically, what that is, I
love it.
I forgot to change it, and so I just made a text file that I just plastered over the old name.
It looks so silly.
But hey, everybody knows what your name is. So we have a new party member. She's talking about the stream overlay, where I forgot to change her name again, but then I fixed it by just putting a text name up there.
Oh god.
So we have our new party member, and we were getting a little bit adjusted to that fact. We had got on the boat. We dealt with some things. Chester and Farron did not get lynched, which is great.
Nope.
They tried to ride a horse. Chester got kicked in the face by said horse, and then had to roll hit dice, which was hilarious. He took more damage from that horse than I think in any previous fight to date.
Yep. 100%.
So I mean that was great for all parties involved. But you guys did get away with some cool trinkets and valuables and some extra gold in your pockets, which you guys were a little light on in the first place.
Money, money, money.
Yeah, and you guys had begun your journey on the boat, and you had met the other three passengers, one of which has departed the boat at this time. But you guys were on your way from Sarafel, and you had progressed all the way to Krobach along the river. And that's mostly because it's much faster to travel in this direction because you're traveling downriver. So you can actually travel overnight, and that's why the crew is a bit bigger as well. It actually has a first mate and like an actual crew that will like stay up overnight and steer the boat. So travel downriver is much, much faster than it would be going upriver, which is great. Awesome. You're going to get to Null even faster than you got to Mulberg, which is exactly the plan, I think.
Yeah.
So, most importantly, I think, though, the two other passengers, because the crew hasn't really been interacted with, and they seem kind of mundane and not essential. But the
Real words.
That means they're going to die. That's
Yep.
me telling you they're dispensable, and I'm going to kill them in a scene of dramatic importance.
Temporary meat shields.
Yeah. Temporary hit points for the party.
With legs.
Mobile temporary hit points is what we like to call them.
Even better.
So the two individuals, one who is named Merrick Brighthand, appears to be, we know now that he is a spellcaster of some sort. However, that was not revealed to us until the very end of the previous session.
I already knew.
And, you definitely had suspected, for sure. And he appears to be kind of the strong, silent type from a former soldier, but he doesn't really give a whole lot about his past. You haven't been able to learn like where he's from or anything like that in your week and a half long journey or however long you guys have been on the boat. But generally seems like a fairly stand-up individual. But did reveal some actually like powerful magics when he was able to what you assume is dimension dooring, right? Like that's what it looked like when he stepped off of the boat and then stepped onto the bank of the river, which is 30 feet away or whatever.
And Annabelle honestly thought that's a waste of a dimension door.
Yeah, for one who has such limited spell slots as you.
Get fucked.
Well, now I gotta show you up.
Right, yeah, exactly. And then he'd also he's using his arm as a torch with this deep almost blood red fire that is emanating from his body. And he also had he was also always wearing long sleeves and gloves, but you were able to see these strange tattoos on his chest and on his hands ostensibly leading up his arms, right? Because we hadn't actually seen it, but we assumed that. And he had detected that there was something going on the bank by these little fishing huts. And you guys could actually see from your vantage point on the boat, you could see that there were bodies that were kind of scattered around the cook pot that was out with the small fire emanating from it. And these bodies appeared to be lizardmen. They did not appear to be human or elf or dwarf. They appeared to be lizardmen. And you could kind of tell by the coloration, they were that kind of light green and dark blue and purplish color, and it reflected a little bit as if they had scales. So that's what you guys could see. The second individual on the boat who had the most interaction with Farron was Lore Master Karis. And Lore Master Karis was a high elf from the White Tower. And she, after having many conversations with Farron throughout the time, the period of time that they were on the boat, she had kind of let reveal she was here on a mission to speak with individuals from Averland in order to obtain horses, because on the Isles where the High Elves live, horses are not a resource that they have readily. They have other beasts, but as far as horses are concerned, horses have advantages that other beasts don't. They're generally a little bit more stalwart than a lot of other more flighty creatures of the lands. And that's what she had told you she was doing. She is some sort of diplomat from the Tower of Hoeth, also known as the White Tower. But you also know that anyone who calls himself a lore master is a respected spellcaster in their own right. She has not revealed anything to you in reference to that, but you know, like, if she has a lore master's quarterstaff and, like, has all of the official markings and it's all legitimate, like, you would be able to pick up on that, especially you, probably, Arkady, whether or not it was, like, you know, fake or not, but she seems like the real deal, and it's very interesting to find a lore master this far from home. Generally, they don't travel very far out of Marienburg, so it's interesting to find this one this far afield, especially traveling, like, via what could only be assumed as, like, peasantry travel. Like, it almost seems like she seems very out of place on a riverboat heading through the Empire, right? But beyond that could be for two reasons. A, either because she's not concerned with time, right? Or B, maybe she's trying to, like, stay under the radar a little bit. Like, maybe she's not trying to be accosted by all of the lords and ladies of the land trying to entertain a lore master, right? She's just trying to maybe keep to herself a little bit.
I mean, is her presence there more or less weird than Aylin's presence?
I mean, probably more, just because she's a full-on high elf, and at least Aylin is human.
Okay, but I saw the way she sank those birds.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's probably for different reasons, but probably works out about equal, or so.
Okay.
And Arkady, just because I have to ask this because you weren't here last week, do you know Elvish?
Oh, does he know Elvish? It's never come up. Let's see.
Because she's been talking shit about me.
Lots of it.
He does. He knows so
Okay.
many languages. Oh my god.
Fantastic. So you would have heard she has extremely choice words about the entire entourage,
Which
Hannibal,
we deserve, yes.
these flea-ridden doglands, etc., etc., etc.
She's a bitch.
She's a very coarse individual that's kind of hiding behind this very beautiful, airy, you know, elven maiden lore master look, right? But she's got a tongue on her. Curses
Delightful.
like a sailor, if there were a term for it. So
They not have sailors in this world?
no, they absolutely do. And in fact, the high elves are almost all sailors by trade, right?
So,
Every high elf,
okay.
upon reaching, you know, like the age of, like a coming of age, has been on the ocean for some amount of time because they live on a large island in between the old world and the new world, and you know, sailing is the only way they get trade and stuff like that. So elves are very accustomed to water.
Cool.
They like swimming.
Yeah, most of them probably do. Yes.
What do we do? We swim.
Thank you.
Thanks, Will. Appreciate that. So, right at the end of the session, as I described, there were these fishing huts, and you had seen Merrick jump off of the boat, essentially, like step off of the boat onto the bank of the river, light up his arm, and go searching for what he described, and I believe, if I'm getting this term exactly correct, there are souls that need to be dealt with, I believe was the exact verbiage that he used. And so this is also, like, overnight, so there may not be a whole lot of you on the boat, but I assume that for these purposes, I would assume everybody kind of, like, gets on, like, to the deck and is, like, trying to figure out what's going on, but everybody has, like, a chance to do something. Also, what had occurred as well is Merrick had told the shipwright who was steering the boat at the time that he needed to dock it so that everybody could disembark and we could figure out what's going on here. And the shipwright refused and was going to continue sailing the boat until he had received, like, an actual order from his, you know, his captain or first mate. And so that's why Merrick got frustrated and left himself to go deal with the issue. So everybody has, like, a moment to do things, with Merrick's like glowing red arm fading into the distance. Not into the distance, obviously. Like, you can still see him fairly clearly, and you can see the whole scene in front of you. And the boat's not moving very fast. The current's not super swift in this area. So you're just kind of like coasting by. So what is everyone's like immediate reaction? It appears that there either has been an incident or is an incident occurring on the banks. The resident, one of the other passengers has disembarked, and the shipwright is refusing to dock the boat, although his captain or first mate may come up and tell him that they have to check it out too, but also, like, it's kind of not their problem. Like, I would rather we just move on with our lives, you know what I mean?
Okay, so that was a whole lot of stuff for me to try to take in at once. Is there any reason that I would imagine I know what he means when he says there are souls that need to be dealt with?
That seems like a weird thing to say.
I've been hanging out with them, though, the entire time.
Yeah, no, that seems like a weird thing to say, a weird way to phrase it. You know, maybe he meant, like, there's bad juju shit going on, or maybe he meant, like, you know, there are people that have died here, we should investigate.
I'm gonna go on to shore.
Okay, are you gonna, like, dive and start, like, swimming over?
No, I'm gonna turn to Morella, and I'm gonna say, would you like me to take us to shore?
Assuming that we are all fitted, Mr. DM, are we all, like, geared, essentially? It is before we go to bed, right?
I'm pretty sure Morella sleeps in her gear, so yes.
I mean, you wouldn't be wrong, but...
Right, uh-huh.
But I'm asking for, like, the risk.
Yes, no, sure, yeah. I'm not gonna, like, say, oh, no, you just woke up, you gotta wait 10 minutes to put on your gear. And I say it like that because it's funny, but also I would make you do that if it meant anything in this instance.
Yeah. I mean, I just remember an encounter before where we had...
Yeah. If it matters, I would tell you.
Yeah, okay. So, I kind of look at the group, and I just simply say, do we go?
I'm staying on the boat.
I'm going.
We absolutely have to go. What if someone's wounded? What if they need assistance?
Oh, God.
I suspect someone is about to be wounded.
I will. Then the cowards can stay and look after the boat, and we can check out those people over there.
Fine.
If somebody wants, I could take me and somebody else right into the middle of the action. Because I can see where the carnosaurs are, right?
You can see absolutely where, like, the cook fire and the dead, like, lizardman bodies are.
I'd say I could take somebody right into the middle of the action.
Hannibal, take me. We'll be the shock units for this.
All right, let's do it. And then
Wait, what action do you see?
We help.
I grab Morella's arm and I dimension door us to there.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna put you guys there. What's the range on Dimension? It's like 200 feet or something like that.
300.
300 feet? Yeah, totally, no problem. So when you guys dimension door, we get an image of Lord Master Karis is standing on, like, the bow of the boat. And Farron, she catches your eye because you're the only one that really cares about her, apparently. And you can see she's holding, like, a hand out over in front of the boat, has her eyes closed and is, like, whispering something, and she's moving her hand slowly, like, you know, like, almost as if she's, like, reaching for something, like, that's on a shelf, but she can't see it, and so she's, like, moving her hand side to side, but she's keeping it level, and she's, like, she appears to be mumbling. You're standing, like, right next to her-ish.
Yeah. Why not? I'll roll a Arcana check just for the off chance that I know something.
Sure, yeah, do it. So she's obviously using magic of some sort, based on her actions, like, just as her physical actions. She appears to be searching, but what magic it is or what she's doing or, you know, any of that, you're not 100% sure. So Aelin, you want to go on shore, right?
Yes.
So you can jump to like one of the docks, and like you would be able to get far enough, close enough to shore that you wouldn't like sink straight down because you're wearing like chainmail, right?
I was gonna say I'd like to do it without sinking, if possible. Sure, yeah. If I can get close enough and then just gracefully leap onto some sort of dock, yes, that is my goal.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I can have you gracefully leap onto a dock. Seems not like a big deal.
Okay, seems good.
And so I think that when that happens, we see like Morella and Hannibal pop in to this cook fire, and right next to like where the bodies are and stuff, and we see Farron like up, like, you know, kind of like looking at the lore master. She turns to you, Farron, and she like grips your arm with like an unnatural strength, like her other arm that's not searching, and she whips her head, and her hair, you know, does the this is a movie, right? So the hair like does the like flying thing around, and she looks at you, and her eyes look like super serious for like one of the first times, and I think she says something comes, and that's where we roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Because there are things that are going to occur, and it'll be very clear what is going to occur in just a moment.
Real quick, am I supposed to see a screen?
I will move everybody there in just a second, but also, Chester, you rolled just a second too soon. But that's
Damn.
okay. That's okay. 18. All right, cool. There you are. Awesome. Let me move everybody over to here.
Maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to roll above a 10.
Doubtful.
Just let's hope, Animal.
Wish me luck.
Oh wow.
So
God, I love seeing things.
So as we can see it here, the three of you still on the boat with what's her name? Aelin has jumped to the dock. Oh, Jesus, that was loud.
Sorry, I was very
Hannibal
excited.
and Morella have dimension doored over to the cook fires and where the bodies are. This is Merrick over here, who's like, he's with his arm ablaze searching for things. However,
Where's Merrick?
Merrick is, from your position, he's like on the other side of the house over here.
Oh, okay.
Because you guys dimension door right to the thing, he just dimension doored to the bank.
Oh, okay.
So, what we see and what kind of kicks this whole thing off is as you guys dimension door over here, you begin to look around and you hear like a and you see from this right here, from this direction, you see the rattling of a skink, which is the smaller type lizardman, and it turns up, it looks to you, and it goes. Then you hear and you see a large creature move into your vision, and sitting atop of it, you see a Saurus, riding in like a makeshift, or not a makeshift, but in like a leather saddle on top of this creature. And then I have to roll initiative for all of these things that are occurring.
I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, why?
I got a 10.
That's fantastic.
Still not above 10.
You know, I don't need that kind of sass right now.
I mean, my bad rolls continue with a 3.
It's okay. I have them too.
Okay, there's that guy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need the 5th one. I need the 5th one. There it is. Cool. Awesome.
I like how your 3 is actually an 8. It's pretty good.
Yeah, no, that is real good. So this guy is the skink. Let's see what they get. Not great. And then we have this guy, who is a skink. Not great. And then we have this guy.
It's looking good for us,
Who
Hannibal.
is a Saurus. Great.
Fuck.
And then there's these
He just beat me.
guys who are this. Whew. This is. I'm rolling like garbage.
No, it's okay. Everyone's rolling garbage except Petrov.
And Chester.
Descending.
Chester's not gonna do anything, so it doesn't matter.
So, we begin our time. So Petrov and Chester, and those of you that are on the boat, this elven woman who you've known for a few days now, a week or so, she tells you something's coming, and then like begins like rapidly like preparing something for like the. She doesn't look like she's paying attention to the fishing village, as if there is something else that has grabbed her attention, but she didn't really specify. Yeah, good times, right?
Well, I think that's the first thing that Petrov's going to want clarified.
Yeah, so do you like, what
So
is
I'll
coming?
approach her and address her in Elvish.
Sure.
And say, exactly, or rather, this is Elvish accent, so,
That's right, I forgot your accents are different in different languages.
point is, he's basically asking her, so what's got your attention over there?
You can see, like, she's taken her staff now and is, like, holding it in front of her, and you can see the gem that's on top of it, like, kind of, like, lightly glowing, and she looks at you and she says, "It is old magic. I am not certain, but it lives in the water. Beware."
Sorry, beware what?
I cannot see it, but perhaps I have a spell that can reveal its presence. It's down there somewhere, and she like gestures to the front of the boat.
Right. I mean, this seems like it's entirely outside of Arcadi's area of expertise, so... Farron, you speak Elvish, right? You've been able to keep up with this?
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay, cool. Arcadi just sort of looks to you and is like, this is your area. I will watch Princess.
I can do that.
And then dashing, he's going to join Aelin on the dock.
Yeah, totally. You can absolutely just leap over there. If Aelin can do it in chainmail, you can totally do it. You just whoosh, and get over there. Excellent. Cool. So technically you still have, like, an action, or do you want to hide?
Oh, yes. Hiding is good.
Yeah, so you just, you vanish into the shadows. Oh, that's a good point, Hannibal. They do indeed have initiative rolls that they need to make.
Should I roll stealth on that?
Yeah, roll stealth for me, just so I know.
You're welcome, Jordan. I'm here to help.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. They are actually NPCs that have statistics that matter. Okay.
For all that we know, they may actually do things and not die.
Oh yeah, see, she rolls a 15. That's great. And then Merrick has a 19. Sick. Alright, I'm just going to send this again, and I'm just going to put Arcadi at the bottom. Fantastic. Alright, so we see Merrick, who descends kind of slowly. And those of you that are close enough to, like, on the dock, or maybe you hear him kind of exclaim in like surprise, and you hear a as he throws the fire that has engulfed his arm. He throws it at a thing, and let's see how he does on that. Did he hit? He did indeed hit for 14 damage. Excellent. And you hear as it screams in agony and turns to address its onslaughter.
It's a serious cantrip.
It is a serious cantrip. He is a serious individual. Chester, it's your turn.
All right. So I heard this conversation about something being in front of the boat.
Yeah, I mean, do you speak Elvish?
I do.
Okay, then yeah, you heard it. That's right. That's actually the only 3 people that did have Elvish were actually on the boat, which is convenient.
So I heard this. So my first thought: immediately get off the boat. Can I make it to here and then to shore?
Sure. Yeah, you can leap to there for your 15 feet of movement and then jump onto shore.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that as
Yeah.
this movement, and then dash is my bonus.
Okay.
Get over here and hide. I'm going to hide.
Okay.
You know, pretty normal.
Yeah. Seems legit. Wow, you're bad.
I'm not
Wow.
going to hide. Clearly.
Chester accidentally drops like some like leftover oil that was in something, and it just lights on fire, and now he's just standing in this little like miniature fire, and everybody can see him. It's pretty great.
Perfect.
So the next is Lore Master Karis, and she is going to cast a spell. And where is her character sheet? Because she actually has the spell. Spent all the time meticulously putting these spells in here, so I would know which ones that I had. And this is a level 6 spell.
Oh, wow.
So she's going to cast True Seeing on herself. So it gives her the ability to see things as they actually are for the duration. So she activates this on herself. You see her eyes open, and like there's no pupil or iris anymore. Her entire her whole eye, they're just these deep blue, the entire eyeball, and she's looking, and she screams a word. And even if you know Elvish, I need you to roll a history check to see if you understand what she said.
Can I hear this?
Yes, totally. All of you that know Elvish can hear this because she screams it.
Dang. Can I use my inspiration on this?
If you hadn't already rolled, I would say yes.
Okay. Oh, right. Declaration before rolling. Gotcha.
Yes. Oh no, a 12's not high enough either. So she screams like in somewhat of like the kind of terror, but also like terror isn't the correct word, but it is most definitely in a like in a vein of like surprise. I think is the best word, like shock and awe almost. But you don't understand what she just called this thing. Advanced Elvis, there you go.
Yeah.
And so then she's actually going to, she's actually moving towards the back of the boat. She doesn't want to be up there anymore. And you can see, like, as she's running, she's like beginning to form another spell. But then, so these things are actually writing on something. So they're actually just preparing a thing to do because they have to wait for their other thing to go. Which brings us to Hannibal's turn.
Okay, one quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Repelling blast. Would it be able to knock these fuckers off these things?
Yes, if you could hit them, yeah. Mm-hmm. So firing at a mounted thing, I believe it's a roll like because you could fire at a mounted thing, and then it might hit the mounted thing, or it might hit the actual mount itself.
Okay.
Let me just double check on that real quick.
That's mounted combat.
Mounted rules are really strange.
Yeah, they're a little weird. But I figured it was a good idea to maybe introduce some of it. So, mounted combat. Willing creatures, ones. Yep. It actually doesn't say.
I think it is aimed. Like, you can totally just pick which one, unless they have the mounted combatant feat.
Correct, yeah. If they have the feat, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah, so no, you could totally target the thing and try and shoot him out of it.
Fuck
Absolutely.
yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
I aim at the sword at the top,
Okay, yeah, the source up top, sure.
and he gets a double dosing.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
All right. So they both actually miss.
They both hit?
They both miss.
Oh, you cut out for a second. I thought
Yeah,
it was
no.
good news.
Nope, sorry, it is bad news.
Okay.
The first one probably hits him, but he kind of like takes it on the shoulder and it just rolls off, like he absorbs the blow, and the second one just like misses completely because like maybe the mount like rears up and he like holds on, and then the blast just miss the thing, and unfortunately you're unable to strike him.
All right, then I move down to here.
Okay, yeah. So you can also see now, rousing from to your right, there appear to be more individuals.
More.
Rip. For them.
So I would say it's Farron's turn, but it's actually not, because from out of the water, and Chester, you have the best sight of this. So from out of the water, it begins to like kind of swirl in a whirlpool fashion. And actually begins to rise, and then from it, as if riding the wave, essentially, this creature appears, and it is... There's no real way to describe it besides actually just showing it to you.
What?
Oh!
God, is that what I think it is?
It begins to rise out of the water. And it can see you, Chester, as well as it can see Farron. And it can see the boat, and it can see the caster lady. And this thing appears to be controlling the water around it, and it is going to do a thing.
I am so glad I got off the boat.
Getting off the boat seems great. So...
Better than that.
Yeah. What is its... Oh, why did I not write that down? I can see what its move is real quick.
Well, kids on the boat, have fun.
Yeah.
We'll try to come back for
40
you.
feet. Cool. So...
I'm pretty sure it's just Farron and NPCs at this point.
It's true. Actually, the NPCs are like down in the hold still. They're still rousing. They're not as quick as you guys.
Is this... I forgot to ask, but is this like a cliff or something?
Yeah, so you're a bit raised up from the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, where you are, actually, you can't go on that space that's in front of you or below that. You know what I mean?
Unless you want to fall in the water.
Right, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, this thing begins to move.
It would be just a shame if, like, another Loch Ness monster just came out, too.
So it moves to here. It's like riding on this whirlpool of water. And Farron, you're the only thing in range currently.
Come at me, bro.
You have high AC, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Its tentacles begin to lash out at you, and it gets 3 of these attacks. So the first one misses.
Good.
Second one misses badly.
Ooh.
And the third one misses.
Oh wait, read that.
So it's like
9.
it's like battering the
Holy
boat
crap.
and it's like, and you're like dodging and rolling and tucking, and you know you're and this thing hits hard, right? Like it's doing a lot of damage to the boat as well. And like after you've dodged all its tentacles, you like roll up, and then you like stand up and you face it, and it does the equivocal, and like mucus like flies out and like spittle and all this other crazy shit. And it just looks bad all around. But luckily for you, it's your turn.
Huh.
Read that disease.
Yeah. That's
it also appears to have a reach of 10 feet, by the way. Just in case you were curious.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
you are technically within its range of being attacked.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
You got this, Farron. I believe.
Totally.
That's scary.
Beat the ABBA.
Yeah. Well, let's just go toe to toe with it, because why not?
Yeah, so you're gonna try and like start stabbing its tentacles or whatever as they're like
Yeah,
flailing
I'm
around and
doing
stuff.
I'm doing a Sinbad.
Sure, yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
Boom.
Yeah, first one hits, no problem.
Okay.
No problem. So you stab one of its tentacles. It kind of rears back a little bit. But I mean, obviously this creature's a large creature and it's not too affected by that, but you definitely have dealt it a blow that it will feel in the morning.
Yeah, I'm keeping it away from the more squishier people.
Yeah, who will probably be coming out at the end of this round, and we'll get to see all of them do all of their fun things. They do not appear as militant as the previous crew that you had. They appear much more on the passive side of things. But luckily, you have two badass spellcasters with you, so that's great.
Yeah.
Anything else for Farron?
Go on. I'll cry out to Chester, "Stop being such a wimp!" as I give him an inspiration.
Cool. Yeah.
Stop being such a whim.
All right, Chester.
Steady.
You now have inspiration, of the bardic variety.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Awesome. Fantastic.